Today's topic is transfer of heat. Very good morning, children. This is a video on your chapter heat. We have completed the chapter through your study material and various worksheets last week. I hope you have understood the chapter. Last week you had got a video on types of thermometers. Now we are going to touch a very important portion of the chapter, which is your transfer of heat. Transfer of heat basically takes place through three types. One is your conduction, second is convection, and third is radiation. So in today's video we will cover conduction and convection. Hope you understand it, and probably you will recall whatever you have studied in the study material, and if you have read the chapter, then we'll cover radiation. Thank you so much. As we know, there are three methods of transfer of heat. One is conduction, convection, and radiation. Conduction is the transfer of heat or electric current from one substance to another by direct contact. So it happens mostly in solids. Whereas convection takes place because of your molecular motion, and it is seen in your liquid and gas more. Radiation is energy that is radiated, and it is transmitted in the form of rays or waves. In the following slides, we start with conduction and convection. First is conduction, which is your heat is transferred by direct contact. You are seeing there is a pan, and the pan's handle is getting heated. So that is happening because of conduction. There are molecules which are passing this heat, and then your handle is getting warmed up. So this is specially seen and mostly seen predominant in your solids. In the next slide, there is an experiment where you are using a steel rod and a candle is placed at one end, and then you see melting of your wax. This is happening because the steel rod is getting heated by the process of your conduction, and the wax is melting. So we see this is a very popular experiment where your conduction is seen in your solids, where slowly one part of the wax is getting melted, and then second, then third, and so we can see that the heat is transferred from one end to the other. Conduction is a process by which heat is transferred in solids from hotter end to colder end. Obviously, transfer of heat is always seen from a hot object to a cold object. So here we see hotter end of the candle is getting warmed up or heated, and then it is transferring to the colder end. So slowly your wax will melt, and heat is getting transferred because of your molecules are getting heated up, and so they are transferring the heat. Next comes conductors and insulators. Conductors are materials which allow heat to pass through them. Example, iron, aluminium, copper. And insulators are materials which do not allow heat to pass through them easily. Example, wood, plastic, glass. That's why when we wear them or when we use them, there is less of the heat we feel, and also these insulators protect us from your various electric shocks also. Next transfer of heat is convection. It is a transfer of energy in liquid or gas. When a part of a gas or liquid is heated, the particles it is made up of move faster. As the particles move faster, they hit against one another, and then what happens? Slowly the whole container will get heated up. There is an experiment in your textbook of a flask with water. Slowly the whole water get heated up. How? Because of your process of convection. Convection is seen in air also. The air near the heat source gets heated and rise up. Hot air always rises up. The air from the sides move in. So always you feel hot whenever you are touching the candle above. You start feeling hot because the heat is directly rising up. And because of this phenomena of convection in air, we see what you know is sea breeze and land breeze. Sea breeze, during the day the land gets heated faster than the sea. So the air above the land gets heated, becomes hotter and rises up, and cool air from the sea moves towards the land. This is called sea breeze. During night, sea cools down slowly than the land. So hot air above the sea rises up, and cool air from the land moves towards the sea. This is called your land breeze. Sea breeze, air moves from the sea during the day. You can see this circular motion. The land is heated, so heated air moves up and colder air comes from the sea. There is a circular motion. This circle type of current which is formed is known as your convection current. That's why you feel cool near the sea, because you get the sea breeze from the sea. Next slide, we see your land breeze. Air moves from the land at night, so your warm air from the sea is going up, and cool air from the land will again take place, and it is entering the sea area. So again, it's a circular motion, but here the circular movement is seen from your land to the sea. And always remember that hot air rises up. I hope it's clear. Hot air rises because your hot air is lighter. Always remember, hot air rises because it's lighter. Thank you so much.